Hello Gems, this is going to be a long video, so sit back, buckle your seatbelts, let's take a listen. You can treat this episode like a podcast as well if you're doing something around the house, but I really hope you enjoyed. I wanted to answer as in-depth as I possibly could. This is sort of going to be like a documentary type style video for myself, so enjoy. And if there are specific questions you'd love to know the answers to, make sure you check out the chapters down below to hop straight to those. Hello! We're celebrating 10,000 subscribers. Guys, this is insane. I never ever thought that YouTube would take me here. I can't talk this whole week. I never thought that YouTube would take me here, and this adventure has been absolutely mind-blowing. I've met so many amazing people, and I've gotten so many opportunities and things that I can't quite share with you guys yet. But guys, YouTube has changed my life, and this is why I do this, because I know it can change your life too, and I know that if we focus around harnessing our creative abilities and finding a way to market ourselves as creatives, that you can live a creatively free life. And that is the path, that's the journey we're on, and I want to take you guys with me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart so much for 10,000 subscribers. And yo, if you're as hype as I am, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're interested in seeing more videos about VTuber technology, VTuber tutorials, yo, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if this is the first time you're ever meeting me, hello, welcome to the channel. My name's Syafire. So today for this video, I put out a Q&A questionnaire chart that I had you guys fill out. If you're interested in stuff like that, make sure you join the Discord if you don't want to miss being a part of things like that. I also posted on the YouTube community tab, but those are the best place to usually get any type of announcements for this channel is on our Discord, so I'll make sure I leave that below. But I asked you guys to ask me questions. What did you want to know about my YouTube journey and about me so far? I've only briefly looked at these questions, but I'm going to try to answer them as raw and organically as possible. So let's answer some questions. So the first question is, who inspired you to start a YouTube channel? I love this question. I think knowing who is inspiring you or who keeps you motivated and pumped up is such a vital and important part of the creative process. So there was no YouTuber that particularly made me go, I want to make a YouTube channel. That's not really how it went for me. I've kind of always been making media and content throughout my whole life, whether it was art streams, whether it was a concert type stream, whether it was singing, whether it was doing underwater basket. No, I'm just kidding, not underwater basket weaving. But anything that I did, I pretty much captured in some sort of way to try and figure out how to make it a creative project. So I think that my inspirations are really a huge collection of pretty much all the stuff I've consumed over my lifetime. But if I were to talk about some of the very, very early inspirations that made me super excited to just create and to make some sort of like video content, is probably a lot of different animators and animations that I've seen across YouTube. There's memes, there's really cool stuff, just little clips of animations that I absolutely adore. Those things lit a fire in my soul and made me say, I want to create something like this to inspire people. That was a huge part of my early journey, and I'd love to do animations like that. I'd love to do memes like that at some point in the future, but we'll see what the future holds. As far as current inspirations though, Sean Canal is one of my top people. I love his YouTube channel. If you're thinking about growing your channel, amazing content creator to check out. Gary V, I love Gary V so much. Non-family friendly warning though, he swears a lot, and as you guys know, this is a family friendly channel. But those are two people that I really look up to as far as entrepreneurship and pushing myself. Lots of people that were self-improvement driven that I like to surround myself by. So that's a little bit of the background on sort of who inspired me to start a YouTube channel, or what inspired me, I guess is a better sort of answer. Dude, okay, right now my hair is just like sticking up. What is going on? The next question is, do you have any pets? Now, I switched my headphones, I'm just saying, so nobody's like, why are your headphones white now? We got a bunch of Karens. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have a bunch of Karens. You guys are great. Do you have any pets? Yes, I have two pets. I have two cats. One named Luna. I got her on my 16th. Well, my mom got her for my birthday on my 16th birthday. She was a great cat. And then we introduced another cat and now she hates me. But our other cat, his name is Cosmo. We got him when he was 5 years old. I named both of my pets after space related stuff because I love space, I love astronomy, I love all things space related. I actually wanted to be an astronaut for a little while, and you know, that might be still something I pursue in the future. We never know what the future holds. Anyways, Luna and Cosmo are two really adorable cats. Luna has gotten better. She likes me a little bit more, I think, now, but Cosmo is amazing. He's literally like a dog. I swear to gosh, I could play fetch with him. He lays with me all the time. He's been a huge emotional support animal for me in rough times. He's been with me through so much. And I rescued him from a not a great situation, I would say, from some family friends. I've been taking care of him ever since then, but they're both great cats. I love them. And if you go over to my Twitch streams, which I'm live every Monday and Wednesday at 1 p.m., you can sometimes see him because sometimes he'll come around and he'll be like, yo, what's up? And we also have this running joke right now. We call him Cheesemo and we say hashtag Cheesemo because one time during stream, I was eating Taco Bell trying the new nacho fries and I spilled a bunch of cheese. A bunch of cheese fell out of my taco and onto Cosmo and I showed everybody on screen and there was cheese in his fur and we were joking. We were like, Cheesemo! It was honestly such a great moment. Next question. What are some of your favorite videos that you have made so far? That is such a great question. My favorite videos I've made so far, man, that's really hard. I think probably I'm just gonna say one video. No, I'm gonna say two videos here. So for one, my favorite video is probably the face reveal one because that was a really bold video for me to really put my personality on camera with being inside my Syafire cosplay. So that was really, really a big step for me as far as like my mental game goes and being on camera and stuff. And as far as sort of a creative video that I've made so far is definitely probably one of my music videos. I really enjoyed Sleepwalking, so if you haven't checked that out already, you can also find my music on Spotify and in other places as well. The links are in that video. But it was one of the funnest videos I've ever made because it was singing. It was a combination of singing and storytelling and video production, and it was absolutely beautiful. Again, I'd love to make more stuff like that in the future. And in fact, we're working on a music video right now. All right, next question. Yo, if you are not doing YouTube right now, what else would you be doing? Guys, these questions are getting intense. These questions are getting heckin' deep. Bro, what is going on to the gravitational pull right now? This is such a good question. This is a scary thing to think about, but maybe not so much. So before I started growing a ton on YouTube and really pouring all of my focus into YouTube, I was a 2D artist. I was going to school. I started my first year in graphic design and then I transferred over to be a game development major with a focus in concept art. So I would probably be continuing to go to school, working on my portfolio, working on my art skills, grinding those super hard to be able to land a studio job. And if I wasn't doing that, say art never entered my life like in any kind of circumstance, I would probably do something like marine biology or astronomy, probably take a scientific route and possibly try to become an astronaut or try to become a marine biologist. That's if we're going like stepping even further and further back. And these are still things that I can maybe do. You know, we have a lifetime full of adventures and things that we can try out. So, you know, don't limit yourself to just one thing. But I love that question. Amazing question to whomever asked it because I didn't ask for your names. How are you? You know what? Thank you so much for asking. I'm doing literally amazing. I could not be doing better right now. I am so happy, guys. And it was a little bit rough the last few months. I was not in a good place, but man, this month in general, I've just been so happy. So thank you for asking. How are you? Let me know down in the comments. Is there any single character, real or fictional, that inspires you the most? Inspires you the most? A typo on my end. You know what? We're fine. Man, that's another really great question. I think my inspirations are always changing, but probably I'll give you one real and I'll give you one fictional. Real is Sean Cannell. Again, right now I'm taking one of his courses. Absolutely amazing. His principles, his ability to teach and to inspire is beyond this world. And I look up to his business and his company so much. And for fictional character, probably, man, I'm gonna give you one like, well, I guess they're both kind of book. I'm gonna give you one like TV show or movie character and one book character. So TV show-esque, I'm going to say Spider-Man because Spider-Man is my favorite character as far as superheroes go. He is amazing. I love the fact that he's just this normal guy that just gets pushed out with this responsibility to save the world and gets bit by a spider and then his whole life changes. I just love that concept because I think in a lot of ways, a lot of us are Spider-Mans. We just haven't gotten bit by the spider yet, or not until you really start to truly unravel and understand your gifts do you get the costume and you get to go out there and you get to be inspiring and you get to help people. And I really relate to him personally. And as far as a book character is probably Fireheart from the Warrior Cats series. Warrior Cats is one of my favorite series of all time. Shout outs to all the authors of Warrior Cats. Fireheart is the main character, and I'm just gonna say that name for non-spoiler purposes, but Fireheart is awesome because he just is somebody who always does his best to make the right choice, even when it's a hard choice, and even when it seems like the wrong choice in the face of adversity or the face of the laws of their group, which is called the clans. If he makes a wrong choice, sometimes he knows it's for the better, and I love that that. I love a character that is strong enough to be able to be respectful, but also understand when it's time to break the rules and understand when it's time to listen to your heart. And I love that so much about him. Next question. Are there any quotes that have become your mantra? I am a huge quote person. I absolutely love quotes. And most of my quotes probably come from other people that have inspired me. And I don't know if I want to say like all of them would be quotes directly, but one thing that I do want to say is that you are not your circumstances. You can achieve anything you set your mind to, no matter what kind of background or what kind of things have happened to you. You can follow your passions and you can build a life that you want to build. So that's one of my huge things. Another thing that I picked up from Sean Cannell that I've picked up so many from him, honestly, is 1% better every day, which I've heard that a few places than just him. And progress is better than perfection tomorrow. It's better to just go. Like, this man has literally changed my life in the fact that he's like, just go, just do it. 1 YouTube video a week, you got this. And it's like, it's just this constant drilling of these quotes and these mantras into your head. And they literally play on repeat in my head now. And that's really, to me, like an effective communicator and an effective leader. If they can get you to have those mantras that become a part of your everyday life to make a change and to help you become someone that you want to become. If you could take a coffee, tea, or mocha break anywhere in the world, where would it be? This is a weird question, but I like it. If I could take a coffee, by the way, I'm gonna go with tea because I don't drink caffeine. I don't do caffeine anymore. I had a kidney stone like a few years ago, so I'm done with soda. I'm done with caffeine. I do decaf sometimes, but so I usually have caffeine-free tea when I'm having it. But if I could go anywhere in the world for my tea break, I think that I would probably go to, so now it's hard if you haven't been there before. So I'm just gonna go with a place that I have been before, assuming like it was somewhere I knew. And I'm gonna go ahead and say Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is one of my favorite places I've been to. It's breathtaking, it's beautiful. I love waterfalls so much. So I probably want to get a book and grab some tea and sit in front of Niagara Falls and take a sip of my tea. How do you feel about the transition from YouTube to Twitch? Now, I still stream over on Twitch on Mondays and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, but I have done some YouTube streams, and so this question's kind of a weird one for me to answer right now, but I want to say, I'm just going to kind of rephrase this a little, like, what do I prefer, I guess, right now? I think that I like YouTube better, because sometimes I don't always have that pumped up energy, but you know, when I'm recording, I'm allowed to put myself in that space where I can have that pumped up energy, and it's really hard to always showcase that on Twitch. I can't craft things as beautifully or give the experience I want in a more perfected way, if that makes sense. So I think I've definitely enjoyed YouTube better. Even though I've been on Twitch for like 5 years, I've preferred YouTube. And as far as streaming on YouTube and Twitch goes, I really like both. I think there's a very different culture on YouTube streaming to Twitch streaming. I've noticed a very different culture, and I really enjoy both. I love my YouTube audience and I love my Twitch audience. Noticeable differences is probably that my YouTube audience is a lot more willing to join like the Discord and to do things than from bringing people on Twitch over to other places. So thank you guys for that. First of all, I really appreciate your support. And second of all, that's been a very interesting thing about it. What do you hope to accomplish by the next 20,000 milestone? For my next milestone, I would really like to focus on landing sponsorships and landing partnerships of some sort to help me more financially with YouTube. I want to be open with you guys. I make around $250-ish average a month probably with YouTube AdSense, but I would really, really like to increase those numbers to help be able to support me as a creator. And if, again, no pressure to anybody, if you want to help support this channel, please check out my Patreon down below. I really, really appreciate everyone who has been helping me out so far. It's very much appreciated, because to continue to do this and to be able to help you guys, you know, there needs to be finances there. And none of us like those conversations. None of us like those things, but it is the truth. And if that's something you want to do, start your own business as a content creator, keep that in mind. Finding ways to be able to optimize and market yourself to be able to make that kind of money. And I would like to do it through sponsorships, because then that way I feel a lot more comfortable being able to make money from them and then share products with you guys that I actually recommend and actually have gotten a chance to review or look at, or something I personally really enjoy myself. And then overall, probably just posting more content, getting more active on TikTok. I was active on it for a little, I took a break, but just more discoverability. So really increasing my discoverability to be more well-known for potential to push myself out there even further. And then 2, sponsorships. And that's what I'd probably like to get done by 20K. Are you lactose intolerant? I am not. However, I was diagnosed with IBS, which is called irritable bowel syndrome. And basically that means that stress and anxiety cause me physical pain as well. So I try to eat as healthy as I can. I try to eat as healthy as I can. But really, I do enjoy having lactose-free milks. I love oat milk. So if you're ever looking for an alternative lactose-free, my lactose intolerant people out there, oat milk, try it out, super good, especially chocolate oat milk. And almond milk's good too, coconut milk's good. Oat milk is my favorite though. I try to replace dairy products as much as I can because of my irritable bowel syndrome. My stomach is very sensitive. It's a very sensitive topic for me. But yeah, what are your thoughts on second breakfasts? I think that's a Lord of the Rings joke. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. Please don't destroy me. I've never seen it, but I think somebody brought that up in chat before and they showed me the clip over on my Twitch stream. And I was like, interesting. Second breakfast, the more the merrier. Mushrooms or potatoes? Potatoes. What is your thought process for bringing out the internal image you have of your artworks to the screen, canvas, etc.? I know so many people have such a hard time, like, how do I get this art out of my head and out of the canvas? For me, I like to do something called word mapping. It's a thing basically where you put a word in the middle of the screen and then you like spiderweb out to all your thought processes of how that connects. Reference photos, y'all know I preach reference photos. I love that. It helps me really be able to work out the things that are in my mind. And overall, probably journaling, just journaling things and getting something in a written format and then converting that into an image is really helpful for me. But really cool question. What is your favorite kind of gem or jewel? Don't tell anybody, but it's not a sapphire. It's actually opal, which is my birthstone. Why don't you have a Discord group? Do you have any experience in animation? I do. So for my second year in college, what I did was I took an animation class, a very basic animation class. We did claymation, we did stop motion, and I did a digital 2D animation as well. I did a music video type thing. I love animation. There's some other animation projects that I have been working on and things that I really, really enjoy, but it's something I'd really like to pour more time into in the future. Like animated music video stuff, I really, really am passionate about things like that. But as y'all know, it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of skill. What countries do you want to visit? I would love to visit Australia, New Zealand, and the Netherlands, I'd say. I'd be cool with visiting anywhere. The only thing I'm really scared about is like jet lag and stuff. I'm not really about that life, but those are some places that I would be interested in visiting. I've only been out of the country once, and I went to Canada. So, and some people might say that doesn't count because I'm from the US, and the Canada is just like northern US kind of. And most importantly, do you like cookies? Yo, if this is Cookie asking this question, yes. If this is not Cookie asking this question, no. No, I'm just kidding. I love cookies. I love Snickerdoodle, and my favorite, there's gonna be a lot of people in the comments like, why? I like oatmeal cookies. Don't hurt me, please. What made you decide to become a VTuber, and who or what was your inspiration for it? It's so funny when people ask me this question because I seriously don't remember exactly what the pinpoint was or who the pinpoint was. In August of 2020 is when I decided to be a VTuber, and I looked it up and I figured out how to do it. So I don't remember initially though what made me go like, yes, that is it. But I do know that I think this was a little bit later. Learning about Code Miko was huge for me. Because I'm a game developer and a 2D artist at heart, I was like, that is so cool. I need to do that. That is amazing. And that's kind of how that started. And here we are. I love this question. What is your dream project that you would like to make for this channel? Man, there's so many project ideas that I always have. And sometimes I get afraid to share those ideas because I don't want to let you guys down if I don't end up taking that path, because there's so many opportunities when you become a content creator, and there's so many ideas that I get as an artist that I think about, but they don't end up becoming a real thing because I change my mind or I go another direction. But something that had recently crossed my mind that I thought was pretty fun was doing some sort of like real life anime episode, because I kind of made jokes that I'm like a real life anime girl now that I show my face on my channel. And I was like, yo, it'd be so cool to get some really high production value video with like a cast of anime characters, because I always said, yo, once I hit 1 mil subscribers on this channel, I'm gonna do a draw my life. And I was like, what if I do like a anime episode my life, and basically have friends like cosplay characters and sort of tell you guys the story of my life through some sort of like anime episode thing. I think that'd be cool. I have no idea if that's what I'm gonna do, but yeah. And then another one besides just that is just more music videos. Man, I love crafting stories. So some sort of series or some sort of music video, something with my art that's gonna be a bigger picture beyond, again, just tutorials and just VTubing, or again, possibly even a game that I come out with as a game developer. Are you single? Am I single? No, this is my boyfriend right here. His name is Cosmo. Baby. Is my boyfriend. What is your favorite piece of art that you have done? My favorite piece of art is probably my Star Guardian Syafire art. I based it off of one of my favorite games, League of Legends Star Guardian series skin, and it was a huge level up for me as a piece, as an artist. It was a crazy thing. I will show you guys a kind of what that looks like and how that piece transitioned over time. It was mind-blowing for me. It was a very big level up. And next to that, probably my Unity room and Unity project I've been working on for my VTuber. What is your favorite piece of art done by someone else? I'm gonna answer this in 2 questions, or answers. I'm just going to answer this for like my current favorite piece of art. It's always changing, so I will show you guys that. I love this piece. I love the fact that it's just this moment caught in time with all these music sheets and being caught into the creative process. And I just think these expressions of really enjoying who you are in the process of creation is illustrated so beautifully here. And second, I love the birds fly in different directions, the Imagine Dragons music video song. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's absolutely beautiful. Breathtaking storytelling. What is the hardest art project you have ever worked on? I'm gonna answer this question a bit philosophically. Probably myself. I know that sounds probably really weird, but I really consider my life to be this big art project and this thing that I'm trying to craft and design the way that I want to be. It's difficult. It's difficult to find the way you want your life to be crafted and who you want to be. So definitely the hardest art project has been working on myself and making my life the way I want it to be. What advice would you give people who would like to make a career out of their art? I love this question. First of all, click subscribe. No, but on a real note, I think there's a few things. One, you need to figure out what kind of artist you want to be. Now, you can be a content creator that makes art. You can be an artist that makes content. You can be like a commission/seller item type artist, where like you would be selling items like on an Etsy store or going to conventions and selling stuff at your booth or table. You could be an artist that goes into like a studio job. This is a whole nother video idea though. Which I'll definitely be making in the future. But those are some things, like figure out what kind of artist you want to be and how you want to make a career out of your art, because there's a lot of different directions of how you can make a career out of it. But then also just drawing every day. Just drawing every day. You have to draw every single day. You have to get better. You have to harness your skills, because if you don't have the fundamentals, there are so many other people who are going to get the job before you. It's a really hard thing to accept, but again, this is a great topic, and whoever asked this question, if you want more answers specifically to your situation, definitely check me out on Twitch, because I'm live over there. Love answering questions and digging into these topics as full out as we can. Is there anything you know now that you wish you knew when you started your art journey? This is a beautiful question. I love it, whoever asked this. Yeah, a lot of things actually. But if I could talk to my past self, the number one thing I would say is just keep going. Don't give up. You got this. This is going to bring you to amazing places, especially if this is something you really care about. Keep going, because I really wish I had a superhero to grab my arm or to grab my hand and say, you know what? It's gonna be okay. We got this, just keep going. And number 2, as far as the technical end, that was kind of an emotional end. On the technical end, I would say the fundamentals. Just practicing anatomy. Stop putting off anatomy. Stop putting off drawing hands. Stop putting off drawing feet. And just do it, because you're going to wish you had done it every single year that goes by when you didn't start working on anatomy or hands or feet or understanding the structure of the face. God, I wish I told myself that way back when. So do it. Listen to me. Don't make the same mistakes, please. Is there any goals you haven't completed yet that you would like to try soon? There's always a lot of goals and a lot of ambitions and things that I have, but the first thing that came to mind, it's so frustrating. The first thing that came to mind is I really want to get partner on Twitch. I have been waiting to get partner on Twitch. Oh my gosh, I wish the numbers didn't have so much control over me, but it's like I just want that freaking check mark to feel validated in my life and no, I'm just kidding. Like I've let go of it a lot more recently, but of course it's a goal. I would really love to hit. I hate it. I hate that controls me, but you know what? We've all been there. Which do you prefer, apple or orange? I don't like oranges, so I choose apple. What is your favorite song? I will sing a small part of my favorite song, a very small part of it. My current favorite song, however, is New England Palm Trees by Windwalkers. I just found this song recently in Windwalkers and I love them. But this is probably one of my all-time favorite songs. It switches, but this was the first one that came to mind. I reserve my right to feel uncomfortable, reserve my right to be afraid. I make mistakes and I am humbled every step of the way. I want to be a better person, I want to know the master plan. Cast your stones, cast your judgment, you don't make me who I am. I reserve my right to feel uncomfortable, reserve my right to be afraid. I make mistakes and I am humbled every step of the way. I want to be a better person, I want to know the master plan. Cast your stones, cast your judgment, you don't make me who I am. I absolutely love that song. It's called Sometimes You're the Hammer, Sometimes You're the Nail by A Day to Remember, one of my favorite bands of all time. And the reason I love that song so much is because these lyrics are so powerful and I feel them in my soul every single time. I reserve my right to feel uncomfortable, reserve my right to be afraid, saying it's okay to feel all these things, to feel all this pain, to feel all these ways, but I want to know the future. I want to know my master plan. I want to know who I'm meant to be, and whoever you are, you can throw your stones and you can cast your judgment, but you don't make me who I am. And that was something that I held on to with the rough upbringing I had in my life, is that I don't care what you say, I don't care what kind of negativity you have to tell me, because I have a plan, I have a future, I can feel it in my soul, I can feel it in my heart, and I am gonna figure this out. You do not define who I am. Would you ever be a IRL friend with a subscriber? Maybe me. I don't know who you are. I'm already kind of friends with like some of my followers and subscribers, but as I grow, that's gonna be trickier because there's a lot of really sus things that go along with that, because there's always a power dynamic between the creator and the subscribers. So that's not really a easy question to answer, because I wouldn't say that I won't be friends with some of my subscribers, but because I do support you all in your dreams and your ambitions, but probably not friend in the way that you think, but kind of in a different way, I guess. But hard question to answer, but yep. What did you do before you became a VTuber? I would also like to know if you know anything about PNG tubers. What did I do before I became a VTuber? I streamed for 4-ish years on and off very inconsistently over on twitch.tv, and I then became a VTuber in August of 2020, and that's when I started my YouTube channel like officially, and it became a huge thing. And before that, I was going to school as an artist. I majored my first year in graphic design, and then my second year I switched over into game dev. So that's what I was doing before I became a VTuber. So a lot of stuff just sort of developing up to this point. And PNG tubers, yeah, I know about PNG tubers and I think they're great. And anybody who says that PNG tubers aren't real VTubers, don't listen to them. Does your parents see your videos? Does my parents see my videos? My mom is very supportive of everything I do. I told her one day, she's like, is there any way I can help you with everything you're doing? And I was like, yes, mom, please watch my videos. You can click on them and just let them play all the way through. You don't even have to listen to them. Just let them play all the way through. She's like, okay. And then the next day she's like, I had you playing on in my classroom screen the whole day while I was working in my classroom, because she's a teacher. And I was like, oh, you're so sweet, mom. So yeah, my mom supports me, but I know not everybody has supportive parents, and I've had some family members who are not necessarily as supportive of my endeavors, but you know, surround yourself by people who do support you, whether that's your parents or some really close friends. I just realized I was on reverb that whole time from singing, and I'm not re-recording it, sorry. Deal with it! Hi, how do you set up your VTuber model for recording and uploading YouTube videos? Well, first off, hi! And I have a video for that. You can find that card above, or yeah. Do you watch anime? And if yes, what is your favorite anime? My favorite anime, yes, I watch anime, but my favorite anime is Tokyo Ghoul. Oh man, my wall scroll. Oh, my wall scroll is back there. It's just fallen. It's fallen and it can't get up. Let me show you. Ah! It's upside down! Dang it, that was supposed to be cool. Okay, I'm just gonna lay that on the floor for the rest of the video because I don't feel like rolling it up again right now. I'm gonna roll it up later, but not right now. Will you keep on doing your amazing podcast with VTubers? First off, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Second of all, I don't know where the VTuber Voices podcast is gonna go. I'm still kind of deciding, so I don't really have any answers to that yet. Sorry. Are you in love with someone? I gotta go, dude. I gotta go. I'm sure. What is your favorite fruit? My favorite fruit is kiwis. Kiwis. Do you like llamas? Llamas are interesting. What made you choose the name Syafire? It could be a pretty lengthy story, but I'm just gonna shorten it here. What made me choose the name Syafire was I was playing this MMO that I really loved called Wakfu, and I had a Pandawa character with like these aqua pretty bluey colored clothes, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna name her Syafire. And then the regular spelling of Sapphire is taken, so I was like, what's a really cool, interesting way to spell Sapphire? And ta-da! S-Y-A Fire was born. That's the origin. The name has a lot longer of an origin than that, but I'm gonna keep it short because video's like already 10,000 years long. Guys, I'm a mega small brain. I forgot to record an outro for this video when I was in my Syafire cosplay, so this is the end of the video. Thanks for sitting here and listening though to all my questions. If you made it to the end, you're a champion. And a huge shout out and thank you to my Patreons. Couldn't be here without you guys. Thank you so much and I'll see you next time.